Oh, Hydra's back.
What do you mean?
The Hydra is back in the set.
Rotation, I see.
Yes.
I mean, how do we have this? Hello?
Almost be good if it wasn't for the bamboozler. I really don't like this approach they keep doing where there's at least one completely shithouse awful weapon in the set. So one person is just terrible each wave.
Not unless they're good.
No one's good. Well, I lie. I found a guy with a bamboozler who once got like 13 kills in a round. I don't know how he did it. I assume it was witchcraft.
It's up! Actually, I gotta move this. So much to do. And there we go. Alright. Alright, that's probably like, oh, you gotta do a boss. Too many of them.
Oh yeah, I need to actually do any boss fights in that event.
Wow.
It's like a non Conan event, so I don't give a shit.
It's all about what you get.
I just... I also don't really like the boss rush just because like every time I'm like it's my turn to play when I'm like out of work and everything.
I mean, I basically...
Everyone's in it fighting everything. It's like, well, fuck me then.
I basically just have the policy of just like, yeah, fuck it. Just play or whatever. What am I saying? Yeah, just start it and then quit. Get the participation.
I mean, I might as well just do that at this point.
Or what I did when I was, like, I fought 100 bosses in a row when it first came out. And I was just like, I don't care if anyone plays, I'm just going to keep going and going and going and going and going. So.
Fair enough.
Wow. I think, like, all three of them went in the middle.
Probably.
I just hate how this thing sounds. This doesn't work. Fuck!
Where are you?
Killing Mary Poppins at Grates. Not Grates, the other one.
Not good.
The one this way.
Port.
Now there's a sniper.
It's alright. There's two snipers. They're both taking shots at us. I want to get one of these.
Do you get the walls?
Yes.
Whoa! Why would the dude shoot the thing when he wasn't even on it?
He's very excitable.
No one was on it.
All the sniper eggs. You fucker. He was trying to help. He shot the fucking platform when I was jumping at it, but he was a bit too early. I hit the wall and got in the ink and fucked up. It was like, fucking hit the wall, I better jump.
Ooh. Well, either way. Wait, on.
Mother
Oh
shit.
man, it's boring. I think. So
That's
it's
good.
fine, I guess.
Well, if it's boring, I guess you best start talking about something then.
Alright, fine. Speaking of this, there are Splatoon 2 patch notes for the 12th of December, 2017. And it's very convenient because both dating methodologies, both dating methodologies are involved because it's just 12 and 12. No one's like, whoa, what's that fucking date? Doesn't make any goddamn sense. So, really, it's just a giant list of patch notes, basically. Except there are a few changes.
Okay.
I can't really look at the moment. I remember one of them, like, the only real Salmon change I even really care about is, you know, sometimes you would kill these guys flying in, and then an enemy would pop out of nothing.
Yeah.
Well, it turns.
Like it did just there, actually.
Yeah, it turns out that it was a kind of fire thing where it was like
Player sync issue.
it's like it was gone for you, but it wasn't really gone for them.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so we'll sync
they
issue.
fixed that,
Because they don't actually have servers.
and that's essentially it.
Right.
I mean, like there are like other, there's a bunch of bug fixes in the thing itself, but that's what they are, just bug fixes, things you've never seen before, most likely.
Yeah.
There are weapon changes though. Let's see.
I'll find out what.
The blaster, custom blaster, and hero blaster got reduced movement after firing. Or no, increased movement. Like it reduced the movement slowdown by 7 out of 60ths of a second.
Interesting.
So basically nothing. The splat dualies, hero dualies, enter dualies, or whatever got 28 to 30 damage buff. So I think that's small. I don't really know the numbers of Splatoon 2.
I mean, like 30 makes it more even. So like, yeah, like I think that would basically like get you more kills in general. If someone's slightly injured, you're more likely to kill it.
We're kind of like in the middle of Salmon, so it's a problem. Fuck you! Fuck you! You know what? I should have asked you to stay. I didn't think they were that close. It's less annoying when it's you.
I was considering it. I paused to look at you and
To
like.
be honest, I didn't even know if you knew. I did so
I was
silently
leaving an egg,
along the
but-
side.
Like I was leaving some eggs back.
Yes, we should know. Oh my god, they're like really far back.
These two are very.
Why are you going away? Jesus Christ. As long as we do this thing over here. No, that person killed it over there. Alright, never mind.
I have an egg. I just need to be resurrected. We got an egg anyway, but still I was resurrected. Yeah, I'm not getting over that.
Three. Let's see. The Splatbrella. I don't know how big of a nerf it is. I saw someone complaining on Twitter about it. But the Splatbrella has a narrowed area painted with a single shot nerf.
That's fucking stupid. It already wasn't that wide.
Ink consumption for each shot is increased by 10%, roughly. And I don't know what this means. Increased damage to the canopy of opponents' blaster-type weapons by roughly 38%.
Blasters do more damage against the umbrella when it moves.
Canopy.
The shield. That's what you call it.
To the
Okay, so
canopy. Okay, I
blasters-
see now. And then also increased damage to the canopy from opponents' charger-type weapons by roughly 50%.
Alright, so snipers now just have like even more advantage against like the one thing. Like a shield, the shield is the one. Like sniper's the one thing you would mainly use the shield against, because most people will just run around you quickly and shoot you. So you would have that up to try and get through a sniper, and now they have like 50% damage buff against you. So that's just top tier.
And that's not for the Tenderbrella, just for the Splatbrella and its reskin.
Okay, so they basically nerfed the shit out of that for no good reason.
Oh,
I mean, I guess at least it still has its speed, but like it didn't need. Like, it really, really didn't need any of those debuffs. Like it wasn't like overpowered or anything.
oh, everyone's inking. And something relevant to you, the range blaster,
Yes.
190, arrow 200.
I guess that's for the special.
I don't know what that means.
That's usually the special.
So I guess a nerf?
No, like this. I guess it's technically a nerf, but like 10 doesn't really matter that much with the blaster. Like I'm not really sure that makes a difference either way. You'll still get it like a roughly the same amount of time with how much space
You
you have.
never know. It could be a last second thing and you'll be like, curse you. Mega.
Oh, maybe.
Curse you, Mega Man.
Same time, I don't really feel like that's that critical. Cause like, honestly, I never really. Maybe it's because I kept dying, because I keep running into shoot people with it and fight, so I didn't get it off as much. It's Ink Storm. I think it's super Ink Storm. So I guess it's just, you know, to keep you from getting too many Ink Storms, especially if you're on a killing spree.
Apparently there was a glitch where if you threw the Ink Storm thing at Umbrella's canopy, 2 Ink Storms would come out.
That would be amazing.
But like the way they worded it, it seemed like you had to hit like a specific part of it. Oh, there was another thing. And this, I can see this being exploitable very easily. If you close the umbrella, like at a specific time when a bomb explodes, neither you nor the umbrella will take damage. But not anymore. But that was a thing. What do you mean,
They should have left that in. That would be amazing.
Yeah, also, in this update, the clam football or whatever is gonna be a thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, we don't play ranked or league or anything.
No. And also, speaking of game modes that aren't this, the orange NZAP is finally coming out.
Yeah.
Tonight. Or tomorrow, right? I don't know. It's usually at night. I think they said tonight/tomorrow because it comes out at like after midnight on certain time zones. Yeah. So it's essentially only a few hours away. So I think because I was using the NZAP last time and it was all right until we switched games. So I think that it's not really a weapon problem anymore. And I think I might just use the NZAP instead of the Jet Squelcher, even though it got that nice buff. Maybe I can just change it to suit my mood, since they added that option that allows that to be easier to do.
Yep. Might as well.
And I forget what the for the orange NZAP is. This thing can't kill, can it? Nope. Well, you have to shoot twice.
Is it the bamboozler?
Yep. I have to look it up, but in the middle. Slam and run.
Yep.
But, you know, I do now have coping mechanisms for Turf War, which is the stupidest shit I've ever heard me say, but it's the truth.
Yeah. Okay, what's the coping mechanism?
Because I get way too angry.
Yes.
And
I'm not gonna soften the blow on that one.
I need to stop that. And I think ultimately it is just because you aren't on the team, so I can't really shoot the shit because, you know, I can't say like, oh, you know, usually with Astronauts it would be like, I'm in bottom lane, I need help, you know, stuff like that. And you can't really say that when you're on the enemy team. So
you need a more antagonistic rapport with me.
No, I already have that. It's just other fucks that are involved that I'm not interested in.
Well, they can't hear you, really.
No, but that's the problem. That psychologically, I already went over this, right? I think they're like really, I think they're like smug, even though I have nothing to back me up.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, they could just be like me. Okay, following you, I think.
Yeah.
Why'd you slow down, you dumbbell? By the way, you're good. No! No! Even though they could be like me, where I just usually kill people and don't even think about it. For some reason, that doesn't process.
I mean, most of the time they probably are that way, or they're just like...
Doesn't process in my head that other people are like that. And I think it might be an inferiority complex. But...
Probably. I mean, I'm no psychologist.
Help cope with it. It's very simple. You just... breathe.
I hate this.
Breathe. And then one of the things is, oh, good, I died. One of the things is like, just think of the things that you're good at, even if it's not Splatoon. And that should help. And I don't know how helpful that actually is. So I have to think of things I'm good at, which is a problem in and of itself when you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be able to answer that for myself, so...
Worst friend.
I said myself.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. I thought you meant like I couldn't do that myself.
No, I can name things you're good at. I can't name things I'm good at. Like, fuck
well, there's Salmon Run, and probably Odyssey like, Times, and that's it.
I have like the undiagnosed Asperger's. I don't die.
Why would you just say that?
Joke.
That's not a joke.
That is a
It's
joke.
definitely not a joke.
That is a joke. So many people do that.
Close these patch notes now, though.
Hello, Luigi.
1996. Good year. Actually, while we're here, Leanne.github. I actually typed in N and it was like it's autofill to Lenny face. Wait, there it is. Autobomb and tenta missiles. Oh yeah, we're in there. We're in there. Autobomb and tenta missiles. The best two. Probably not, but my two.
I mean, like Autobomb or Sticky Bomb are like both up there, so it's like a matter of preference, I'd argue.
Or if you're just as good as I am with triangle grenades and salmon run. Yeah, also, one more thing of Splatoon 2 news. The North American Splatfest was announced earlier. And it's...
Oh, yeah.
What present would you rather get for Christmas? A sweater or socks? Obviously, it's meant like...
Socks.
It's meant like, the presents you would not want. You know, the stereotypical jack.
I mean, I genuinely want
What,
socks.
what?
I need more socks.
For children. Games for children at the heart of it.
I mean, even as a kid, I would be like, I like socks.
But I was like, I saw it, and my knee-jerk reaction was like, well, it looks like Pearl wins again, because like no one really says sweater, right? like no one says a sweater. The meme is always socks, right? Socks are underwear, right?
I mean, I've always heard both.
It should have been underwear.
I wouldn't call socks underwear either.
I've never heard what.
I wouldn't call socks underwear.
No, I'm saying it's either socks or underwear. That's the kind of meme thing with the bad Christmas present, not sweater. And so my knee-jerk reaction was like that because a sweater is inherently a lot more valuable than even just a pair of like.
No, it's usually like
24
comically bad. It's usually like comically bad jumpers that are like Christmas themed or whatever.
Well, they just said.
Or like made by your like loving grandmother whose like skills and hard work you mock because you are a soulless cunt.
I can understand that, but like it just says sweaters. I don't know. Wait. Oh god, I'm an idiot. Never mind. Okay. Oh, I'm an idiot. Sweatshirt, sweater. What? This person teleported. Okay, never mind. I'm an idiot.
Lagging a bit.
I thought it was sweatshirt. Or sorry,
no,
yeah, sweatshirt
that's
this entire time.
Entirely.
I'm like, those things are like $30 and I wear them all the time. Why would I not want it? But then even if it was sweatshirt, I was like, well, think about it. You only wear like one sweatshirt and it lasts you for like, it lasts you for like, you know, fucking a decade, right? So would you really want another one compared to socks that stretch out and you have to replace after, I don't know, like, how long? Several months?
What are you doing to your socks that only last several months?
They stretch out and then they get really loose and annoying to wear.
What are you doing to your socks
Wearing
that they
them?
stretch? Wearing them high.
Wearing them?
American socks are shittily made, I guess.
Just, you know, the general wear.
Well, my socks just get small.
Doesn't even make any sense.
They shrink in the wash. Just a bit more each time.
Isn't that bad quality?
Yeah, probably. But I mean, it lasts like a year or more, so.
Yeah, so I think now I'm actually gonna do socks, because they are better. God, I thought it was sweatshirt this entire time. Like, why are they even called sweatshirts and sweaters? You're not supposed to sweat in them. Like, I figured that was just a meme where, you know, Little Max working out and he's wearing a sweatshirt. You wear them when it's cold! You aren't supposed to be sweating because it's cold out!
It's a shirt that makes you sweat by being hot.
But you aren't hot because you're wearing it in the cold. And in fact,
No, you wear it in the cold to heat up, and it's then to be so hot it makes you sweat.
No, that's why no one likes the heat!
Well, that's like the point. Like, the point is this is so warm it would make you sweat. That's why you wear it. When it's cold.
So here we go. think we need to fix the name of that. Okay, so never mind. Never mind. Marina might actually win this time. Like, what a novel concept. In popularity, I mean. Actually, what's yours again? You have one coming up, right?
Yeah, it's tomorrow, actually.
What is it?
It's, like, would you rather watch a movie in your spare time or read a book?
Oh, right. So, Marina loses. I gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, probably. Although this is Europe, to be fair.
What?
We like reading a lot more in America.
I don't know.
You can't even say no.
I
we actually have
don't know,
subtitled
but that
films here.
seems implausible to me still.
No. Like, you can tell just by, you know, the existence
Just 'cause you...
and preference for subtitled films versus dubbed films.
Like, I don't know, because I think it's like... I don't know. It depends.
Americans don't like any of that queer reading shit.
I mean, even then, I think mostly the argument is like, what are the kids going to choose? Because the kids are the, you know, prime players here. But then it's like, yeah, of course they're adults, but I think, like, even with this, a lot of
To be honest, I actually would think kids would want to read more.
absolutely not!
Yeah.
Look, I think that reading is not bad, but I think when you're a kid, you're trapped in English class, forced to read a book you don't want to read.
Or if you're like a kid who's probably playing this game, you're probably still in fairly fun English classes that are interesting with books you like.
Yeah. Has that happened?
Yeah.
Ever?
Oh, I don't know what shitty books they made you read at school, but
There's Huckleberry's Finn.
it's a shit book.
These are just all the classics that kids don't care about. Why are you making kids
Why didn't
read them?
you read that? Yeah, it's a good... Because we didn't read that shit. We read actually like, books for kids. Kids novels. Kids fiction. In our, like, early English classes. We didn't read stuff like...
What, when you were like 5?
Fox's Names. We did, yeah. 5,
Like,
6, 7, 8, like all the way up to 10.
I'm
Like
not
we
talking
did...
that. I'm talking like...
What?
Because it's like, English class here is usually like, you know, up until like, you know, 4th or 5th grade, you learn about grammar. You know.
I don't know what 4th or 5th grade is.
Let's see. Primary school? Is secondary school, high school over there?
Yes.
So it's like the early years of primary school, I guess. You
Okay.
would do grammar. You know, when it's early and you're a kid and you're bored and all these rules are stupid and don't make any sense to you, so you're likely to forget what an adverb is.
Yeah, that's not what we did, though.
And then after that, it's just reading. Reading.
They made up, like, they gave us a mix of, like, learning the rules and also, like, creative reading and writing.
I
wrote
had
poems
a lot
in, like,
more
primary
creative
school.
writing.
I mean, we did when I was in school. I wrote poems in primary too.
I don't know. Well, poems.
Which is like 5 or 6 years
I think
old.
poems are hit and miss. To me, I like the more prompt-based creative writing. That's the shit I can get behind.
Yeah.
Don't forget to not go too far.
Yeah. No, it's gosh, it's cool.
Well,
Oh.
some fucking idiot opened it over here first. That's a good sign. I'm not catching that with this thing. Wait. Oh, I accidentally opened
Oh shit.
it. It's well down by piers at least, so. Here, so that means it's
Luigi,
here.
I am
Yep.
not a scratch board. Stop that.
I always thought that was like a main
What?
scratch posts for cats.
What even a me?
Like, maybe not me. Like a cartoon trope that's more
No.
based in fiction. Like cat.
No, cats use those all the
Cats
fucking
obviously
time.
scratch, but I figured it was like not that much, you know.
No, they scratch all the fucking time. They need that for their claws. That's a health thing.
It's not like a kitty thing where they're like dogs that teeth because the same reason.
Oh, it's not even just a
do.
kitten thing. Like,
Why?
adult cats also do that because their claws are always growing.
Just clip your nails, you stupid idiots. They'll tie back here, so.
Find it.
Yeah. Where is it? I can't even see it.
It's tiny.
Oh, great. If they just fixed it.
Oh, last second kill.
It's not last second, no, there's still 8 seconds.
No, it was like, he was like in the middle of it jumping back into the...
I didn't even mean to open that. That was weird. Did you see that?
What?
The sun came back up, there was a 2-second pause, and then it said wave 1 cleared.
I didn't see that on my own.
Weird. Well, the update didn't roll out, so I can't say they broke more than they fixed.
What are we talking about? Yeah, scratching posts are absolutely used by cats all the time. The cats always scratch. They need to. To help their claws.
What if cats just didn't have claws? Because there's stupid...
I would fucking prefer that, because I'm getting, like, cut the fucking ribbons by this little shit. Because anytime he's picked up anything that he doesn't like and wants down, like, the claws on all feet come out, and he keeps cutting me a new one every time, like, with his back leg. It's just, like, fucking ridiculous.
Hold on, Andy. Oh, he's all the way over there. I'm gonna get my eggs in. Did you guys kill those snipers over there?
Yep. Which is to say, I killed the snipers over here.
I don't like this area.
I'm just like...
I hate it more than the shore, which it makes me glad. Fucker. We haven't seen many of those.
No. I guess all the eggs I had at the front are not gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, those are eggs where you're obviously like, excuse me, where you're like, nah, just pick up one and then don't even, just pretend they don't exist anymore.
You didn't do the walls.
They're not? Or are they ink green?
No. No, they're not in green. They're completely blank.
We had low tide?
I'm dead. No, we didn't. We had gushers.
Oh, so I did one wall. Right, okay, I remember now.
And it wasn't the wall this way.
Right, 'cause I was doing gushers, and then I was like, you know, spun up at the top here because of because I didn't want to be down there when the little shits were a thing.
Mothership.
I don't have it, so.
I'm one of these guys will probably know. They seem very professional.
Oh, someone keeps dying. Yeah, and then the Goldie was up there, so I'm like, well, it's obviously more frugal for me to hit the Goldie. But it's right there at the egg basket, get more eggs in, than to do the walls for now, and then I just didn't do it on wave 2, because obviously it's like, well, brain's already like, I already did it. We'll pull back in case the person doesn't know. Which it does, seems like they don't.
I mean, I have the bamboozler, so I'm not that much damage did anyway.
Any damage is damage. 28 to 30 is damage.
You know what weapon I'm not doing on the test stream for this fucking thing?
You know, I think you have to try it first. Before you can
I might for a laugh. Just for that reason. I'll do it for a laugh. Why not?
What a mysterious number. And the phone case is closed, so I can't even... I couldn't even pick it up anyways. Actually, what phone case do you have?
I don't have one.
You don't have one. Really?
No.
Not even the cheap, like, $10 ones?
Nope.
It seems very bad. I would get a phone
I
case.
am not I am not a dumbass. So
Well, I mean, nor
drop
am
my
I,
phone,
but
cast it
still.
on the floor or anything.
I don't have, like, what are those cases called? They're like, they could survive a fucking fall from an airplane. I don't have one of those. They're called, like, what are they called? They're named after an animal, I think. But, you know, just have a thin little case and has the magnet in it, so it turns the phone off when the case closes. I like it.
I had a case for my for my iPad for a while, and that ended up causing more problems than it solved, because the front of the case would eventually leave marks on the screen, not ones I couldn't get rid of, but it left them. The cover for the headphone jack was too small, so no headphones could actually fit in it while the case was on, and it attracted filth like a motherfucker. So,
I mean,
not very fussed on cases for
sound-
these things.
it just sounds like a bad case, which seems rare. Maybe like a rip-off, a Chinese sham case.
Don't be racist.
That's not racist.
That is
There's
racist.
plenty of evidence to back up that a lot of
No,
knockoffs.
that is racist.
They make all
Don't
the
be
they make the
racist.
genuine articles too. They make everything.
Don't be racist.
Except Splatoon 2 for the Nintendo Switch. And Bayonetta 3 for the Nintendo Switch only.
That's not what I
Which-
gotta talk about. Fucking Bayo 3
Isn't
exists.
surprising to me. Like, were people surprised? Bayonetta
Apparently
3?
some people actually were fucking
Switch
surprised
exclusive?
that... Yep, some people apparently were fucking surprised by that. And it's like, what did you think would happen? You fucking...
Like, I thought Bayonetta was a Nintendo IP at this point.
I mean, it basically is.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if
Don't-
it was Smash, if she was a Smash mainstay.
I mean, I would love for her
As
to
long as
be.
they nerf her.
I would love for them not to do that as well, just because why not?
You know, that's
Keep her
not
the way she is.
nerf Meta Knight either.
Yeah, don't. It's fine.
I think if Smash 5 exists, she's gonna get the same treatment Meta Knight did. Which is just make her actually balanced. And I regret buying Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U.
I mean, I got like the double pack that was released here, and I only actually played Bayonetta 1 HD,
I have
Super HD, whatever the fuck, and then I didn't get round to 2 because of University, and it fell onto the backlist. I'm still gonna get this, because I fucking know.
I have Bayonetta, I have Bayonetta 1 Bayonetta 1 and 2 on Wii U because they were packaged together. And then I bought Bayonetta 1 on PC because I'd rather play it on that, and it was only like $10. So I still plan to play that, but now I'm like, probably Bayonetta 2 on Switch? Like, probably not.
Didn't you play Bayonetta 2, or did you only watch it?
I didn't do either.
Okay.
I'm completely blind on what the fuck Bayonetta even is. They're weird, like, Wario World-esque bosses, it looks like. That's all I know. And, oh, I saw the opening.
I mean,
I saw the opening, that's it, though.
it's a beat 'em up.
There's Danny DeVito
It's
in
a
it.
3D beat 'em up.
I don't think he's the
which
star,
is-
which is a real shame. I think Danny
No.
DeVito only shows up in the beginning.
He does.
That sucks. Make him a
He just
recurring
shows up in the
character.
beginning of 2 for a bit, and then he fucks off again. He's basically, he also shows up in like he basically just shows up in like the peaceful scenes at like the start and end of the stories. They're like, Bayonetta, you gotta give me trash. And then that's basically all he does.
There's a perfect lineup on that skill. I'm still about that one. First, the fan came up, right? And then someone stood in the way! Directly in the way! Just like, die! Perish. Think you have a mouse up here?
I don't have any grenades apparently, fuck me.
Wow.
Also, it just never stops raining, like ever.
Apparently it's gonna snow here tomorrow.
It snowed here all day today.
It's like,
Like,
fucking
it's like-
finally! Did you know that 2 days ago I was wearing a t-shirt and it was completely fine? In December!
Yep. I remember you saying because we were on Salmon all the time.
It's just so stupid. It's so stupid. Oh, just go on. We're gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna make it through summer of 2018, so make sure you get everything you want done. Everything with me you want done. Because I'm not gonna make it. It's gonna be way too...
Just come here.
You don't
We'll be
have
like,
air
"Wow, man,
conditioning! I'm not going over there!
we don't need it.
No!
That's my point.
No,
We
no,
don't
no,
fucking
no,
need
no.
it. Yeah. We don't fucking need it. We never get hot enough to need that shit.
I will deny that until the end of time. Air conditioning is the best invention humankind has ever made.
No, like literally, our climate does not need it. Like, it is not warm. Like, it's not warm enough to justify its existence.
Is it 80 degrees?
No, like, we don't use that stupid ass scale here. I don't know what that means.
Hold on. What's the conversion rate? I think it's like Celsius, you multiply by 2 and add 30. So it would be 25 degrees Celsius.
Jesus, no, that's a high. Or like somebody only reaches that in rare occasions.
Maybe that's closer to 90 degrees now. I learned that little trick in like 2nd grade. I remember going over it in tennis club, which was a long time ago.
Why would you need it in tennis?
No, I have a memory of thinking of it.
Oh, okay.
Not like, you know, learning about it.
Yeah, recording the temperature of the balls. Like, what are you doing? I don't even. Apparently, the chum did that. I thought it was the missiles, but fuck me, I guess.
That sounds really good.
Determined the Limo Blaster isn't all that great.
I had 8 mines and some ranks. I feel like they nerfed the range on that too. Feels like it was a little longer.
I never used it before, so I don't know.
A little longer than Splatoon 1. I'm not sure. Yeah, other than that, what else was at the Game Awards last night? It was like a mini E3. I halfway through I forgot about the awards. I mean,
that's basically what it is now. It's just like awards that were either paid for or it's just world premiere.
It seemed like an E3 with a lot of commercials in it.
Yep.
So like I mean, honestly, it was long. I think if they removed the commercials, it would actually be good.
No, like that's the yes. But they're not going to remove the commercials.
They're not.
That's entirely why.
Also, you know, speaking of the commercials, is every single Nintendo game commercial about like a kid or someone playing the game, and then like the attacks in the game just barely miss them as they're walking up their stairs to show the portability of the Switch? That was Fire Emblem Heroes.
Usually something like that.
That was Fire Emblem Heroes, and that was Legend of Zelda. Like,
it's usually something along those lines.
Like they got it from the couch, like fucking, I don't know, Ike's sword or whatever. Fucking cut straight through the couch they were right on. Then they were walking up the stairs, there were a bunch of arrows, and then they were like on the roof and there was like a magic attack that missed them. It's like, like what the hell kind of commercial is this?
That's what all their ads are like.
Bring back the Kirby Canvas Curse commercial. You say good morning, I say good night. That's such a great commercial. Truly,
I've never seen
best commercial of all time. Have you ever seen the video of the finger, like the guy in the giant finger costume, walking with Kirby?
Is that what
That's the Kirby Canvas Curse commercial they aired here.
Fucking amazing. That is art.
It's so good. And then they walk off into the sunset together. Like pushing Kirby on the swing.
Pushing Kirby back up after he falls over it. He can't get back up.
Oh! Who just ignored the moths up here? Like, hello?
I mean, I didn't see one up there. Well,
Someone's going for this. There's a blind fucker on the other side of the map. I'm gonna wait for this individual out. Okay, there. Oh.
I mean, I'll kill the stereotype down here, so it's just dealing with the eggs.
Oh yeah, Rocket League was
bamboos
pushed a
already.
lot in those commercials. It's like, I like Rocket League, it's a good game, but like, jeez.
It's probably because they were a big sponsor to get more attention.
Maybe it was like every commercial break there would be one Rocket League commercial.
Because they did make like all the money on the face of the earth. I think especially now because like they recently got published in China by Tencent, which is like, well, you have a license to print money.
What else was announced at the Game Awards? Oh yeah, Bloodborne 2!
It's not gonna be
Bloodborne 2!
I'm almost like I actually get the feeling it's going to be a remake of one of their earlier games, like one of the earlier games from the PS1 called Shadow Tower. which was a first-person dungeon crawler. And if they kept it a first-person dungeon crawler, I would be actually pretty psyched for that. That would be fucking cool. You don't get shit like that. That isn't like, you know, handheld or essentially a handheld game.
Boot up Windows XP and then just go through the screensaver. I'm surprised that I like sunk that through there. Flying fucker. Oh yeah, did you see the Death Stranding trailer?
I did.
Can you explain that?
No.
I was typing up a summary. It was I mean they did say it was going to be a long trailer, and it was, but like I was like starting to type things in. I didn't quite understand what I was typing. I'm like, did Gavin even understand that?
To be honest, I kind of would because yeah, I know this lunatic. I am a purveyor of this lunatic.
And then eventually I just stopped
I know
typing
what
and
he
I
does.
deleted it all because I'm like I'm already typing too much. And, I don't know. It's like the shadow people that walk on their hands and they, you know, they listen to breathing, so you can't breathe. Even though those guys like just covered their mouths, but they weren't like. They didn't look like they were suffocating
Nick
or
that
whatever.
idea from Deadly Premonition. Fucking thief.
And then
Honestly, the shadow people thing too, in a way.
I don't even fucking. It's like there's a big shadow.
That's a game
guy.
I need to get you to play.
Oh right, one of them made this dude pregnant or something. No, they made his little holder pregnant. I don't know.
And then the baby gave a thumbs up inside his
No,
stomach.
that's later. Norman Reedus then
Oh yeah.
had you just picked it up. Then there was this giant shadow person up
I know, but
that carried everyone up. This dude tried to stab himself to death multiple times. So I don't know what happens to you when you get snatched by him, but it must be pretty bad.
probably impregnated.
And then I don't think it was in Norman Reedus' stomach, but the camera went into his. He very conveniently opened his mouth for the camera to go down, and then right when the camera left, he closed it, as if he did that intentionally for the camera.
I mean, he probably did.
I think they should have just had his mouth open, you know, and then just stayed open. But like, who cares, right? It was a baby, and I gave it the thumbs up, and I'm like, okay. Okay, you know, you were kind of setting a tone with all that shit, and then that happens, and I'm like, you know what, whatever.
That's what Kojima
It's
does.
gonna be a meme, so I'm fine with it.
I know, like, that is what Kojima does, like, that mix of tones, that little what the fuck in the middle of all the insane shit, and this, like, the deep and dark shit. He does it pretty well, generally. It's that thing where he, like, he manages to make it walk the line of absurdity such that, like, even when it's meant to be a dark and, well, shit, I don't have the thing. Even when it's meant to be, like, a, dark or serious thing, he can, like, he can fit in something weird or silly out of place, and he can just, because he takes it usually completely seriously, it just works. Like, it will fit in, like, it will just be completely natural. It's like, which is the strength of, like, a lot of, I guess, Japanese absurd things, like Yakuza, for instance, that does it really well. Where even when it's being completely fucking silly and doing, like, really silly shit, it can still be, like, a serious crime drama series, just because it takes everything perfectly straight-faced. So I think that's basically what he's going for. It's just that like perfectly straight-faced thing. Of like even when you want a dark serious game, just be, as long as you do it right, you can be silly as you want.
I always thought that Yakuza was more like JoJo Part 2, where he's in serious situations, but the guy himself is actually, you know, funny and makes jokes and stuff, instead of like a baby giving a thumbs up, even though that's not conceivably possible.
Kiryu's not a very jokey man. He's actually rather straight-faced.
But not through the gifts I've seen.
Blunt man.
Well, he's straight-faced, but he's doing stupid shit.
He's doing stupid shit, but the thing is, he's not a stupid man. He's not a Joseph Joestar.
Hey,
He's
Joseph
like,
Joestar is not stupid.
yes, he
No,
is.
he's not.
You tell me that guy's not fucking
He's
stupid
not
on some level.
stupid. He's smart. You see all the shit he's done?
Yeah, how he does it by his own admission out of sheer brass bollock luck.
Professor Layton would have to like do a whole, plot-based puzzle around that every 10 minutes.
And that man just pulls it out of his ass. I do love Joseph.
Whoops, didn't want to be down here. Oh yeah, Zelda DLC is also a thing which we all knew was happening.
Well, I mean, we knew it was how. We didn't know it was going to be a fucking motorcycle.
We didn't know there was going to be a motorcycle. That's true.
Which is pretty rad.
I forgot that was paid DLC. Not that I was going to, play it. I was just like ready to download it since I get joy out of downloading things. So I'm like, nice. But then it's like, oh, you had to buy the season pass. And I'm like, I'll buy the season pass. Oh, I forgot I can't jump.
That is the weird thing. The thing I don't really like about the DLC is you can only get it through the season pass. You can't like just buy pack 2 to get the bike because you want the bike. You have to buy the whole thing.
Are they like synced?
Or no, there's only the season pass. There's no like buy separately out from the store.
No, I mean,
it's
like,
season pass or
is it like part 1 and part 2 of a story?
No, they're not like a story. Like they're separate themes. Admittedly, separate themes with separate content and all that. But they still just want you to buy the season pass and to get everything. There's no buy separate.
Isn't it only like $10?
I don't know. I thought it was like something like 20 quid.
So it's like $30 us, I think. Wait,
Probably.
I don't know.
This is not my day right now. Every time I try to like wind up a shot at this thing, something appears and punches me into the fucking water.
Hey, do you happen to have like an inkjet or something?
No.
Something
No,
that
I
could
do
kill
not.
those things, like maybe grenades? Put a bunch of
I have
grenades
bomb
down
rush,
there.
but
Perfect.
I can't do it because I'm being harassed by a tiny thing, and you know what that's like. It's like you just, if you can't shoot it immediately, you might as well just not play.
Wow.
Right.
What else was there? Game Awards. Alright, Soul Calibur 6! I'm actually pretty...
Soul Calibur 6, actually, it also looks pretty rad.
Apparently it's been like, I don't know, like 6 years since 5, which...
Yeah, Soul Calibur 5 was ages
I
ago.
thought it was like only 3 or, 4 or whatever.
Nah, it's been ages ago.
I used to play Soul Calibur 2 all the time with my brother, or just watch him play it. I'm like, I think I could try it. It doesn't seem like a traditional fighting game, not just because it's 3D, but because I feel like you don't have to learn a bunch of combos. But maybe that's just because I played it as a kid and still enjoyed it because I didn't learn combos.
There are still combos and shit in it.
I don't know, I feel like if I could find someone who doesn't give a shit like that, I could have some fun with it.
Was that a hint?
I don't know. Maybe. Of course, it's like 3D, so it feels less restrictive. You can dodge and
I
stuff
have
and
once again made. I mean, yeah, to be fair, like it doesn't play. Like it plays like Tekken, which also Namco also made. So plays closer to Tekken, which is also a 3D fighter with like sidestepping and moving around the arena.
I'm not interested in that though, because it doesn't have Baldo in it. It doesn't have Yoda.
But what was I saying? I was going to say something about Soul Calibur and Tekken. I forgot. What.
Tekken 7 was really good, so everyone has high hopes for Soul Calibur 6. Because that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it'd be fair. Like it also does look pretty good.
Well, it was like a CG trailer, right? I don't think people...
No, it was like the gussied up gameplay, but it still looks fine.
I think it would have
Still
been
looks
more
good.
interesting if they showed off a bunch of characters instead of 2 characters. I don't even remember the names of.
They only just revealed the fucking thing.
I think they could have just, put up some more things. Oh, these characters!
Well, this isn't like A. This isn't E3. B. Namco have their own show in like next week, and C. It's the fucking Game Awards. They're not gonna give a big full fancy thing at the Game Awards. Like you'd have to pay them money to get that one.
Oh, that was weird! Enderman or whatever is coming.
Fuck him. He can make his own way out. Come on, I wasn't even standing in the ring. I was at the edge of it, not just like shove me up, get me out.
Oh, all those must be gone. I had to guess. I'm starting to shit. I think that's it as far as announcements I care about. There was a VR game where Justin Roiland yells at you.
That's the only announcement I give a shit about anyway.
There were like 2 VR games. I thought they were all going to be VR games.
No, because VR is like a dead gimmick. That's all it ever was. I don't know why anyone ever thought it was going to be the future.
You know, I mean, I still commend them for trying. But just like those,
I
those two games,
trying.
those 2 games kind of looked like tech demos, and I feel like they need like realistic looking games like what, Resident Evil 7, was that one of them or something?
Yes, but that was because we played entirely alone. It was designed for alone rather than VR. It was like had VR rapidly worked in. You can tell by how it's implemented.
Like I saw,
but, you know, it does a fair job.
I saw it was only like VR's only like $300 now, so I'm like it could definitely be accessible as long as people make good games for it.
I mean, the PlayStation that was the PlayStation VR's advantage, was always that it cost half the price of the others, not counting the console. You know, the idea was the only people who buy this would already have a PlayStation.
Oh, I see. You need the PlayStation 2. I gotcha.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's not
like
that good.
It plugs into the PlayStation 4.
That's not that good then.
Like no, but the further idea is you already have like the PlayStation. Like it's not designed to get other people in or anything. It's just for people who already own the PlayStation 4. If you know what I mean. As you can tell by the fact that despite all the pushing, all the games and everything it's only sold 2 million worldwide. And to be fair, it has far more VR games than, I mean, when I say games, I mean actual games, not, hello, I am a bumfuck Steam developer, here is my 60-quid early access VR game, where we don't actually do anything.
You know what I think would be good for VR?
What?
There was like, if VR got its very own kind of Overwatch, or like PUBG.
Nah, Sony tried that. They made rigs, like mechanized combat league, which to be fair was a good game and did VR well. Just didn't take off.
Like a multiplayer kind of deal?
Yep, online multiplayer first-person shooter. Where you run around in giant mechs, just run around like fucking shooting the shit out of each other, playing sport at the same time.
Because there isn't a player base.
Robot basketball combat league. Which, to be fair, rad concept, and apparently the game is pretty good. Does VR well. But, you know, like no one bought it or anything.
No player base, I'm sure.
Because like the PlayStation VR player base total is 2 million people, which to be fair is still 4 times the amount of VR players than there are on PC.
Still 4 times the amount of players in ARMS. Wait, did I say 4? I meant like 4 billion.
And what else is it?
Oh yeah, isn't there the ARMS Splatfest? Maybe I think that already happened then.
I don't know.
Is it the 5th?
I mean, I was working shit on. That's something to talk about, speaking of timed online event things.
What?
the Monster Hunter World Beta is tomorrow. I don't even know if I'll be able to play it, because it depends entirely on if my PS4 agrees to the internet provider and the router. Which it has not done for some time now, actually.
I think I'm too far removed from Monster Hunter at this point. As in, I haven't played it, and everyone else has, so...
You can just jump in at any time.
It feels like it's a Terraria thing for me. That's why I don't like Terraria. But it's like, everyone else makes... Like, is it one of those things where just, like, you can log on your own, or, like, if you have a party, the other members of the party can log on and make progress if you have something to do, and then they're suddenly out-leveling you and shit, and you have to catch up?
I mean... Yeah, because it has like a it's not like That's like any multiplayer game though. Like I'm 10 times. Like I have 10 levels on you in Splatoon 2 right now,
No,
for
but
instance.
like that game seems more like it's like you get better weapons and shit. Well, I mean here
Well,
you
I
get
mean,
better.
level doesn't necessarily determine how good your gear is. The amount of time you put into killing monsters decides that.
It's just
There's no
but
levels. There's no levels
so
in
it's like
Monster Hunter.
Terraria in the way that you just spend a bunch of time grinding for materials to get better stuff. I don't know. That's just not really my jam.
Yeah, but instead of like just hitting a wall over and over again to dull music forever, you're fighting a giant monster.
Well, you do that
and
in
cutting off
Terraria
its
all the
limbs.
time. But that's kind of why I don't
You
like
don't
it.
really. Because you just kind of walk. Like, yeah, I saw, but like the combat's really dull and unengaging and boring. Because it's a bad game. Whereas, Monster Hunter has actually good combat that's interesting, mechanics, and excitement. The fights feel like it's got wit.
I don't know, there's that, and then there's like, isn't it like better with 4 people or something? Wait,
It's better with any amount of people rather than play by yourself, but it's still good playing by yourself.
Yes, I don't know. Because I hear so many good things about it. It's just, I feel like I've missed the train. The train is gone.
The train's never really
Irreversible.
I don't really know what you mean by that, is the thing.
I mean, at least this time it's on PC. I think, right? That's the whole gimmick.
I don't know, because I'm getting on PlayStation 4 either way. So that's like where my friends are getting it. So if I'm gonna get it on that.
Benefit you have over me. So
You're free to join us. It's not like David's gonna tell you to fuck off. Like, you're more than free to join us for Monster Hunter. Like with the way the car.
That's kind of the problem. Who's using that?
Play it. I don't know. We'll just play it like the times we do this, like Salmon run, like that's 7 o'clock, that's fine if we're all out of work by then, shit. I mean, shit, they usually play at like 10, 11 p.m. to midnight to 1 sometimes. I say they start playing like the 3DS Monster Hunter 4 and they all live together, whereas I'm like half a city away. So because 3DS doesn't have real online, I can't really join them.
That's real online
the
for
advantage
someone
of
playing
world.
Pokemon.
Like that's the advantage of Monster Hunter World being on a system with like actual online. Is I can play with these fuckers at a great distance.
Only Bayonetta was on a system with actual online.
Doesn't need it. It's a single player game.
As far as you know.
I'm pretty sure it's still going to be a single player game. I'm interested in seeing you play Bayonetta.
Bayonetta dies. Spoilers.
Because I want to see how you handle a character actually.
I don't know, I worry about that genre. I really do.
I mean, it is a genre that is gameplay focused and like skill oriented.
As long as I don't have to guard. Oh! Flying fucker.
You don't normally have to guard, like in most of Platinum stuff, guarding is, well, Wonderful 101 guarding is pretty integral.
Oh yeah, I thought that.
It's also,
that was good.
blocking is like, it depends on the game basically.
I thought when Reggie said, he thought we were only going to do one announcement after announcing Bayo 1 and 2. He was going to also announce Wonderful 101.
I mean, that's probably next year, because we saw them do the teaser, and now we know they're doing Bayo 3 Nintendo and Bayo 1 and 2 ports. Absolutely, that's going to get ported.
I don't know, wasn't Bayonetta more popular than that one? Because it has sexy ladies?
It was, but then, there was Kamiya
Are you kidding?
posting that really unsubtle image of the Wonderful 101 characters playing Wonderful 101 with, like, Joy-Cons.
Wasn't there another one kind of like that? For another franchise? I knew someone was right there.
It's me, the rain is murdering me.
I forget what the other franchise was.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, like, my thing with, like, the Switch in its first year was, like, the first year is fantastic. They did it, like, basically fucking perfectly. Like, as far as release schedule goes, and, like, releases to have, games to have, Fucking flawless. Like, I can't argue with how they did it. The question was always going to be carrying that momentum into year 2 and beyond. And it's becoming increasingly apparent that's not going to be like a fucking concern at all.
Yeah.
Like, they seem to have this.
Get better.
And, I mean, at least announcement-wise, and like,
Fuck!
so far, like, they haven't delayed anything, so like, so far, they have this. Like, they're good. They got this. And that's kind of fucking stunning, actually. Like, I was expecting to fuck it after year 1. Or at least, like, year 2 to be fine, but, like, not as well organized or, like, very tightly done. And it may not yet be, but signs are good. Signs are very
Whoa,
good.
that was weird.
I cannot believe I said that. I'll not survive this, though.
Oh, I see. The bamboozler. That explains everything.
This guy's called a Strava. I get it.
Oh, that missed! Actually, did you even see that? I think it just fizzled out before it reached you.
Oh, you trying to shoot me? With
Yeah.
that? No, I didn't even see it.
Yeah, video games.
Yeah.
It's good to be a gamer.
Sony's PlayStation Experience show is tonight at 4 AM my time.
Should I care about that?
So if... Maybe.
Is there anything that I might be interested in?
I mean, we don't know yet. They usually have like some announcements as part of their keynote. Like last year, to be fair, it was Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Was that the good one or the bad one?
That's the awful one.
Okay.
That's the fucking atrocious one. But there was also like the PS4 version of Marvel vs. like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which was good.
Fuck yeah. Stupid hat buddies. Email here's wait, that's not you. Well.
I'm over in your Turf War area because like that's where we played Turf War together, so now like our Inklings keep getting teleported there until we play Ink War, Turf War again, whatever.
Ink War.
Ink War. The Splatfest stage is up on my end. So that's fun.
What?
I guess I'll stream that tomorrow.
You mean the Splatfest stage is up?
Like the big stage.
Oh, that's
Like,
it. Okay, the pre-show thing. Okay. It's like I thought the Shifty Station one was up. I was gonna be like, is
No.
it shit? Wait, of course it is. Actually,
I liked like half of those so
there's
far.
there's
so-
one map I like. I'll admit. One. Yellow jacket, gross. So many jackets and coats though. My squid looks like a fucking tryhard. I don't like the color, but it is a parka. The hood is way too small though. Who designed this?
Double egg shades.
They're so good. Those are the alien ones. You have to buy
Yeah.
them.
Run speed up too, so I might does
Buy
these,
them.
I have bought them.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
This squid kid fucks. What's the button? There we go. Fuck yeah. I think if they... it would have been so good if they made them the alien glasses and then angled them diagonally up a bit. I would have fucking died. I don't think there's anyone here who has gear that I'm interested in, though.
Will any shoes ever beat my boots? I don't think so.
Angry range shoes is what they're called. I never even noticed that. Hero snow boots replicas? What?
It's in the menu.
Is that a,
That's a amiibo gear.
Ugh. So that means it's locked to the ability then. Yeah. Not interested.
Oh yeah, I haven't played more Turf War, so I haven't unlocked that yet.
Because they're like big old snow boots.
Luigi, you can't pluck any of that. It's wood. Hardwood. He's trying, God bless him.
Shows how much you know.
With the 70 cold-blooded chunks now.
Actually, what weapon do you even use?
Hello.
Hero shot.
Me?
The person has like 2 gear, just completely main ink tank up. You know the one.
Mm.
They could have added a Santa hat. They really could have. Ruined.
It's time to end.